don't know when, but crap movies always seem to follow me. Yeah, no, I don't have an explanation either. Greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. I'm the Logician, and it occurred to me that it's been a veritable hot minute since I actually took the time to react to / review a shitty sci-fi B-movie from the golden age of cinematic trash. And as someone who used to exclusively do movie reviews, I figured it was about time I corrected that. So, for the sake of said course correction, tonight we're going to be watching a sci-fi B-movie from 1956, one that was randomly selected via random number generator from a playlist I tend to refer to whenever it comes time for me to pull one of these streams out. And, turns out I hit a fucking whopper with the selection, because the movie I picked is apparently on Wikipedia's list of worst films of all time. So isn't that just my fucking luck? But I can at least take solace in the fact that it's your luck too now. We're gonna be watching Monster A Go-Go. It is a 1965 American sci-fi B-movie that is apparently so bad, it is up there with the likes of Manos, The Hands of Fate, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed-up zombies. I could not make that title up if I fucking tried. So you know we're exclusively dealing with quality here tonight. Movie night. Yeah, no, absolutely, Carrie. We are going full into the aesthetic of movie night. So, with that being said, I figured it is only fitting that I, match that aesthetic. So, I don't know if this is gonna get flagged for whatever fucking reason. And if it turns out that it will be, I'm just gonna stick this up on my Patreon for people to enjoy. Because this is the type of schlock that you kinda have to share with people every once in a while. Meanwhile, I will be coping in my own special way with all of my discontinued junk food from other timelines. I mean, granted, they're not all discontinued, but all the same. It's nice to get stuff from the source. Oh, those tubs in the back? Those are filled with Jamaica and horchata, two of my favorite drinks. You know you've got a legitimate Mexican restaurant if you walk into one of those and you find either a barrel or a spinning clear plastic container of these bad boys. Yes, I do, in fact, have PB Crisps. You saw correctly, Shakarian. And I owe this all to Cochet for, no clipping between timelines to, grab a handful of these, where they could find them. So, yeah. Don't mind me, I got a PB Crisp stuck in my throat. But I digress. It is time for us to go back to the past, to this pain in the ass. Oh, we're getting funky with it. Oh, damn. Man, it's dripped up like... Oh, there it is. Oh, I love that font. It's so shit. What I love immediately is that, like, It's not. It might not be readily evident depending on the brightness settings of your monitor, but for my main monitor here, the brightness is high enough that the A in the middle isn't all that visible because it's right in the middle of that galaxy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, we've got our potential prospective character here dripped out of his gourd like Marty McFly when he went back in time. The A's in pretty well, yeah. Also, you know you're in for a stellar quality movie when they use like 2 or 3 different fonts in the title like this. Oh, and another separate font for this. Lurking. Hello, Horizon. Thank you for watching. Watching us watch Monster A Go-Go, which is apparently one of the worst films ever made, according to Wikipedia. Special guest star Henry Height. I'm sure I would be excited if I had any earthly idea who that was. Oh boy. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion that in order to upload this, there was some minor editing work done to randomly zoom in and out. It is interesting just how many sci-fi B movies got the funky rock treatment with their soundtracks. Because like it feels less like this is the right song for this movie and more like this is what the teenagers are watching. This will bring them into the drive-thrus. Man. I miss drive-thru theaters. Like I know I am dating myself by saying that, but there is something, I mean, and granted, I know they haven't entirely disappeared altogether. Like, there are still some, like, indie places that will do it, or even just, like, movies in the park, or things like that, depending on where you live, but just, like... And it's not even that I wish, like, drive-in theaters were more mainstream, it's just, it is an aesthetic that is just gradually slipping away. And I feel like there is merit to the idea of just driving up in your car to an open air patch of ground or grass or wherever the fuck, you know, maybe bringing a picnic, or just whatever, because like you don't have to worry about sneaking in snacks, and just enjoying a movie in the comfort of your own car. The concept of drive-in theaters has always seemed so fun, never have been one. Honestly, it's funny because the last movie I actually saw in a fucking drive-in theater was Princess Bride 2 of all things. Not Princess Bride 2. God, what was it? Oh God. I am trying to remember. It was like the same actress from Miss Congeniality, where like she finds out she's a princess of a micronation or something. It's the sequel to that, I think. I saw in the... Yeah, no, not Princess Bride 2. It was, I always get that title mixed up with something else. Oh, okay, this is gonna bother me so bad. Princess Diaries, thank you. It was Princess Diaries 2 that I saw. That was the last film I ever saw in a drive-in theater. Anne Hathaway, yes. It is unfortunately very easy for me to forget her name because I do not see her in very many movies. Was she not in Miss Congeniality? Oh no, I was thinking of like, sorry, because in my mind, Anne Hathaway very strongly resembles that same actress. Well, let me even just let's see. Sandra Bullock. All right, so Sandra Bullock. Okay, so like can see where I'm coming from, right? You know, they're similar enough that I often mistake them for one another. Well, they might be 2 decades apart in age, but they look similar enough. Ah, my word. It's like they're just both white women. Well, that's my point. Listen, I can say all white people look alike. Also, thank you for taking care of that bot, Cochet. Anne Hathaway looks more like Julia Roberts. I suppose I can see that as well. Anyway, this is neither here nor there. We are about to bear witness to a piece of cinematic history, for better and for worse. And the cultural anthropologist in me is morbidly curious at this point.
What you're about to see may not even be possible within the narrow limits of human understanding.
Oh, good to know. We don't have to worry about it too much. Also, do let me know how the audio is sounding, like if I need to turn anything up, because even on my end, the audio is a bit on the lower side of things. So I might turn that up a bit.
Case in point. A space capsule is rocketed into orbit on schedule. Its mission, to observe new objects circling the Earth. Satellites which no nation had launched. As the capsule reached its orbit, communications with it suddenly went silent.
So, I think this is a good test of, just how low the budget was for this particular film. There tends to be a typical rule for most forms of entertainment, visual forms of entertainment, rather, and the rule is 3 words. It's a very simple rule. Show, not tell. You know, show, don't tell. And the narration here is fairly typical of sci-fi movies of this era, but normally this type of narration would be paired with, say, footage of a command center where people are hard at work, putting together this aeronautics project, or miniature sets showing a rocket blasting up to a space station, something like that. Instead, what we have is narration giving us the premise of the movie over almost completely unrelated footage of a helicopter and a dude who just walked out of the costume store in his own car. This is absolutely setting the fucking tone.
Several days passed. A search team headed by Colonel Steve Connors began an intensive search of the entire area.
This is Connors. Go ahead, Patrol 2.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Connors, you might want to speak up a bit. Oh my word. Like, I understand they're not on a dedicated set out in the middle of nowhere. And I know a boom mic can be expensive. But if you don't have a boom mic, then at least get close enough with the camera and basic audio equipment to capture what the actor is saying on screen. Or at the very least, if you can't do any of that, then record the audio after the fact. That's silly is a very a very cordial way of putting it, Koshe. We are not even 5 minutes into the movie. And things have already come to a screeching halt.
Roger, Patrol 2. Come on home. Over and out.
In a wooded area not far from the Space Agency Astrophysical Laboratories in Chicago, observers reported that a strange object had fallen to Earth.
This is Patrol 2 to Connors. Come in. Over. This is Patrol 2 to Connors. Come in, Connors. Over.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, and number 6 with extra dip.
This is Connors. Come in, Patrol 2.
Oh my god.
I'm going down to have a closer look.
Roger, Patrol 2. We may have found something.
Was it the space capsule?
Good question. Was it, in fact, the space capsule? They had an hour to shoot with this helicopter, I guarantee you. They had an hour to shoot with this helicopter, and so they wanted to make the most of it.
Good luck, Jim.
Yes, rhubarb, rhubarb, walla walla. Does this helicopter plan on landing anytime soon, or...? Just enjoying the scenery. That was... Hold on. Let's count together, because I think that was like a full 5 seconds of silence before the radio chimed back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so about 5 seconds.
Captain Connors calling.
Whoa, hey, whoa. HQ, you need a minute? I mean, we talked about this. If you're gonna be pulling this shit, at least leave a sock on the fucking receiver.
Patrol 2. Connors calling Patrol 2. Jim, do you read me? Come in, Patrol 2.
Jim's dead, sir.
What happened? Sounded like
That's what I'd like to know.
he was in trouble. We better take him on.
Oh, my word. That was a gorgeous car. Like, I have always been a sucker for any car that has space-age fins and chrome lining. Like, so, like, 50s and 60s cars, like, I absolutely fuck with that type of aesthetic.
Without question, this was the capsule that had put Douglas into orbit.
Well, thank God we found the monolith. Now we'll have something to use as a prop for a much better movie later on.
And without question, Douglas was gone without a trace.
It just sounds like someone's like... They let their 5-year-old start practicing on the piano. Yeah, this is back when Keyboard Cat entered his indie phase.
The helicopter pilot who had discovered the capsule was dead, horribly mangled in a way no one had ever seen before.
And in a way that no one ever will, because we did not have the budget to apply it. There you go.
Oh, Laura, how are you?
How's Jimmy?
Oh, he's fine. I just sent him over to Mrs. Williams. Hi, honey.
We couldn't scoot the camera any closer to this. Not a foot. Not 1 foot closer. All right. I mean, we can at least take some solace that in such a messy production like this, the camera crew was practicing social distancing.
Coffee?
No, no thanks.
Carl?
Yes, please. Oh, thanks.
It's about Frank, isn't it?
Yes, you heard right. Frank and I are having an affair.
Ruth, the capsule came back.
What about Frank?
I don't know. He had all the emergency equipment he needed, but
Now, what is it all about?
the shot was a success. The capsule did come back. Just that we don't know whether the radiation repellent worked or not.
Oh, so we don't know if the radiation repellent worked. So maybe it wasn't the best idea to have your helicopter pilot fly in as close to it as he did. Perchance we may have found the cause of death.
Oh, I know I shouldn't feel this way. It's his life, but...
I shouldn't feel concerned about my husband. I'm just a woman. What do I know?
Ever since Harry died, Frank's been like a father to Jimmy.
Oh, Ruth, honey, just try not to even think about it right now.
What am I going to tell Jimmy?
Would you like me to spend the night?
Well, if nothing else, Jimmy can have 2 moms.
I've got to get back to the lab, Ruth. If there's anything I can do.
Thank you, Carl.
Hi, Dr. Carl.
Hi, Space Cadet.
You know, I was just about to say they could only afford single prolonged shots. But then we have our little Jimmy here popping in out of the 5th dimension.
Jimmy, I thought you were over at Mrs. Williams.
I had to get some more rocket parts.
Rocket. Little bro has a fucking varsity jacket. You think he's into nerd shit like model rockets?
When's Uncle Frank coming home?
Well, honey, he won't be back for a while yet. Remember, he went on a long trip.
He promised to take me fishing.
Well, some trips are longer than we expected.
What's wrong with Mommy?
Mommy's not feeling very well. But suppose you go upstairs and when we're all through, we'll have a nice big ice cream soda, huh?
Kid's in his preteens easily, and he's still saying mommy. I mean, on the one hand, as someone who used to be a behavioral therapist for kids on the spectrum, I am in no position to judge. On the other, something tells me this was written by people who don't even have any earthly idea that autism exists.
No, I can't take any more.
Yeah, me neither, and we're not even 10 minutes in. An ice cream soda would certainly make my day. I mean, I will say, like, of the various jobs and aesthetics we have sort of tossed aside over the past several decades, the aesthetic of the soda jerk is one of those that I lament the most. Like, do we need milkmen necessarily? Not so much. You know, but I don't know. The soda jerk, it always seemed like one of those services that would never really fade away. You would miss jerking soda? I mean, wouldn't we all, Alex? Yes, welcome. We are watching Monster A Go-Go, which is, again, at least according to Wikipedia, included in the list of the 1960s worst films of all time. And I think most people watching the stream can already attest as to why. But, yeah, no, this is reminding me of, back in my hometown, we had this little 50s diner, like very 50s inspired diner. And they had, soda jerk there who was like combining the fresh, like, cherry and chocolate syrup with soft drinks and stuff. They had great burgers. All in all, it was a great place. And then they started serving alcohol. And then it went kind of a little to shit. But, yeah, no, soda jerk is in fact a real thing. Soda jerk was specifically in reference to the person behind the counter who would mix the flavored syrups with sodas. So you could get like a vanilla Coke or a cherry Coke or something like that. And that is basically the soda equivalent of a bartender. And then you would also, like, if you wanted a root beer float or something, they would mix in ice cream and make milkshakes and things like that. That's what a soda jerk was. And it was extremely popular in the 50s. Sort of went out of style in the 60s. Before you could just buy packs of soda at the grocery store. Yes, exactly. You left that shit to the professionals. I thought you meant like the soda jerk of the century. No. I mean, again, I can understand the confusion. Soda jerks aren't exactly a widely talked about occupation anymore. And again, it's sort of a shame because, like, yes, it's a bit gimmicky by today's standards, but, like, again, you have mixology classes, you have bartenders. I still think there is a place for a soda jerk in, like, family-friendly restaurants these days. Because, like, I mean, hell, it could even be, like, a stepping stone. If you want to become a bartender, maybe, like, you can get an internship with, like, a soda jerk or something. Surprised soda jerks haven't come back in mocktail bars. Honestly, you'd think there'd be more opportunities like that.
Hello. Yes. Where? All right, I'll be right over. With Logan. They've located the camp.
This is Frank.
I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
Wait, Carl, I want to go with you.
Honey, he'll call if there is any news.
Also, did I or did I not mention the imminent threat of radiation?
No, I want to be with you. I'll get my coat.
Isn't this a government-regulated and funded project? Like, one of those types of things where only qualified staff should be brought on at any given time? No, but lest the woman get hysterical. A little less impressive than the other car, but still nice.
Wait, I want to come with you.
No, Ruth, you stay here. Wait.
You go that way. I'll go home.
Douglas,
No. Jim Taylor. The helicopter pilot.
how did it happen?
We don't know, sir. We were having contact with him from the ground car. Suddenly, he let out a yell and then went blank. There was nothing we could do. You better take a look at the body, Carl. I've never seen anything like it. He shriveled up like a dried prune.
Yep. Goddamn, that's the most horrendous thing I've ever seen. Surely has nothing to do with his daily breakfast of cigarettes and bacon fat. like any God-fearing red-blooded American. Poor man seems so unwell he didn't even finish his asbestos for dessert.
Looks like some kind of a burn, but it didn't touch his hair or his clothes. What about the capsule?
That's what's left of it.
He didn't have a chance.
It was full of cigarettes and bacon fat. Don't we all? Oh yeah, speaking of, something I neglected to mention, that soda jerks were actually more prominent than anywhere else in drugstores in 1950s America. Because, like, you go to a pharmacy and, like, you'd pick up pills and, you know, like, but, like, the thing to remember is that, like, drugstores were also largely, like, general stores as well. So it was sort of like walking into a mini mart. And because it was one of those, like, all-purpose stores, like, you would have a soda jerk in there for the kids and teens. So oftentimes, not just at dedicated restaurants, like, you would often associate soda jerks with drugstores. And I can understand why it might be a little weird to see a dude in a paper hat in a Walgreens doing that by today's standards. But even just in, like, a restaurant or a diner, I feel like there is still room for that kind of thing.
What do you make of this, Carl?
Well, I think that we should have put an epilepsy warning in the movie.
They look like severe burns.
What could have caused the burn?
I don't know. Probably some kid's prank.
Yeah, probably some kid's prank next to the highly radioactive piece of government equipment. RP Rite Aid and Thrifty Ice Cream. Oh, God, Rite Aid.
Dr. Driver, we're taking Taylor's body back to the hospital.
Oh, good. What about the capsule?
The equipment's on the way now.
All right. But I want you to stay here until it arrives. I don't want anything disturbed until Dr. Logan has had a chance to examine it carefully.
All right, Dr.
We'd better get
Oh, damn. They flash-stepped closer to the camera. Sounds like they heard my complaints.
back to the lab. There's nothing more we can do here. Nora?
What are we going to tell Ruth?
Going to tell her the truth.
Can we, Carl?
What do you mean?
There's no real proof that Douglas is dead. There's no body. Maybe we shouldn't tell her anything.
Nobody hopes for a miracle more than I, Henry. But there's no sense grabbing at straws. Even assuming he was blown clear.
Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. We need to listen to that again.
There's no sense grabbing at straws. Even assuming...
You can hear the creak of the camera as they pan. Oh my God. I have never seen that. I guess never heard that before. But fucking Christ. That is... That is avant-garde, man. They really want you to know this is a movie. Holy shit.
Assuming he was blown clear of the wreckage before his oxygen ran out. The wreckage here is enough to tell the story.
I'm not convinced. The condition of that body. Something's not right.
Yeah, like the fact that it's just a guy.
We'll probably get the facts in the laboratory.
Maybe you're right.
Wow.
I thought you'd been home. Too much on my mind.
I have heard I have heard better fucking audio mixing and audio quality. You know what? I'm going to show you exactly where I have heard better audio quality. And this is somewhat relevant because I recently made a shit post based on this, but
Hey, Alex! What do you want, dear Rick? I look like a hush puppy. Hey! Hey, Alex! You know, sometimes I like to curl up in a big ball and pretend I'm a hush puppy. Been doing a sweet, dear Rick! Hey, Alex! What you doing? Dear Rick!
I mean, granted, it's easy for me to poke fun, given the leaps and bounds and advancements in recording technology that have come up since 1965 to... Jesus Christ, when was this actually? This was recorded This is 2009. My God. So yeah, but between 1965 and 2009, there have been light years of advancements when it comes to audio and visual recording tech. So it is very easy for me to poke fun at something like this with something that has a bare bones budget. But at the same time, given the stark contrast between this and other movies of the era, I think the critique is warranted, to say the least.
When did you get back into the lab? I never went home either. I kept thinking about the body. Wondering about the capsule. Theorizing. But I'm trying to find an answer. So, here I am.
Did you come up with anything?
Take a look. You know enough about these things.
Yeah, you know enough about these things.
This is human tissue.
As a military officer.
But it's different, though.
And again, in most sci-fi B movies, you'd at least have the fucking cheap, like, cut to a faux microscope slide, right? Like, again, I know you're working within a budget, but at least put in some effort to immerse the audience in what it is you're watching. Ah, my word. Yeah, I am so tempted to bring up one of my old college films. Like, surprising absolutely no one. I did actually take a few film courses in undergrad because of course I fucking did. You know, the dude who reviews movies. Surprising, literally negative people took film courses. And I made a handful of short films while in one specific class that pretty much forced us to film on, 8mm because of fucking course. But I am very tempted to pull some of that footage up at some point, just in stark contrast with what it is we're watching here. Maybe later, but...
Never seen anything quite like it. I took it from Taylor's body. He was literally cooked to death in a matter of seconds. By what? Something so charged with radiated energy, contact brought instant death.
You infer the capsule came back with radioactive energy?
The capsule didn't kill Taylor. Here, look through this scope.
My God, we got an actual cut to a different perspective.
How do you scratch the metal? Seems normal. It is.
And again, like, you can tell that the person who uploaded this actually provided minimal editing to, like, first of all, probably for legal reasons, to make sure it could stay uploaded, but also just to keep shit in frame, I guess.
No radioactivity. Then it was something else. Remember the scorch mark on the ground near the body? Whatever killed Taylor stood, or was placed right where the body was. Analysis of the grass from that spot showed clearly the same effects as on Taylor's body.
Henry, I know what you're driving at, but it's impossible.
Oh my God, whoa, easy there. Like, once again, like, that is... Like, the only other explanation for that specific type of swivel is that the cameraman had a bad fucking case of vertigo.
Taylor couldn't have survived. Why not? The nose cone of the capsule did. The chute opened.
I'm aware of that. But we both know that it opened when it passed.
Whoa!
Now, even if I go along with you on the assumption that Douglas is back, where is he?
And why should he be radioactive? His body was loaded with the result.
Why should it be radioactive? It's not as though we had, like, systems in place to try and safeguard against radioactivity. Oh.
I don't have the answers to those questions yet, but my brother and I are working on them. Let's face facts. 1, a capsule comes back. 2, a man is scared to death by an unknown force. 3, we know an excessive amount of radiation came back with the capsule. And 4, Douglas is missing. But the radiation is what bothers me.
Again, it is... like... I am doing my damnedest to not come across as holier than thou with this type of thing, but, like... when you are shooting a full-length motion picture, one of the most important elements in a dialogue-driven scene is that you can hear the dialogue. So, the bare minimum you can do is either A, make sure you have an additional mic outside of the one built into the camera so that you can hear what the fuck people are saying, or B, have the actors re-record their lines in post and apply it over the footage.
Did you tell Dr. Manning of this? No, not yet. And I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't either. At least until we have some more answers. I need a little more time. Well, it's entirely up to you, Henry. Take as much time as you need. Let's pray that something else doesn't happen. Well, I'm going now. Good night. Good night.
Jesus, I got whiplash from that cut. Oh, wow, no, that was a fucking AMV level of zoom in and zoom out between shots. Yeah, no, we need to review that. Because this is 100% like a sign of like digital editing at play here. I mean, again, I'm it seems almost unintentional with how it's almost, yeah, it's I mean, I am hoping that this is not a case of someone having put the movie through some sort of AI filter. Because, given how fucking prevalent AI bullshit is nowadays, I could see that being an explanation. I think it is more likely that someone just went in intermittently and fucked around with the timeline of this movie to make sure that they couldn't get a fucking... Who would want an AI upscale of this? Yeah, I mean, you joke, Carrie. But in the era of Mystery Science Theater 3000 and riff tracks, I guarantee you that there are doubtlessly people out there who are exclusively uploading shitty movies so they can get views on their channel for people like me to react to.
Well, we're finally going to meet the invisible member of this project.
Yeah. Strange feeling working 3 years with a man you've never met.
Yeah, like here it looks fine. It doesn't look like there's any fuckery afoot. But I'm guessing within the next minute or so, there will be something.
The episode was considered important enough for the civilian head of the project, Dr. Chris Manning, to make an emergency visit.
Thanks, didn't ask, narrator.
Carl? It isn't often we have such a short time between visits. How are you, Connors? Fine, thank you, General. Dr. Chris Manning, Dr. Schreiber, Captain Connors.
The fuck are they feeding you people in D.C.? Besides radiation, I mean.
Shriver, this is a real pleasure. I've been looking forward to meeting you for a long time.
Pleasure's mine, Doctor.
I've been impressed with some of your theories. I'd like to discuss them with you one day.
Fine. I'd like that. I pulled Chris off.
Oh my god! Oh, wow! Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know if this is one of those automated features of some editing softwares, or if this is, like, an AI filter thing. But, like, that exclusively followed the head movements of that character there. Watch.
One day.
Fine. I'd like that. I pulled Chris off.
God, yeah, no, so this is, like, absolute, like, uploader tampering here. Where they specifically cropped the footage to track the movements of this actor's head. And I think that's been the case for a number of different close-up shots.
To come down here with me. After Logan told me about the pilot, I decided it was time to break security and bring you two together.
Oh, wow.
I would like to examine the body as soon as possible.
We should be finished with the report by...
Are they doing this with all of the fucking close-ups? Video stabilization. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Like, I've never worked with an editing software that has that feature, so I've seen it before in certain uploads. So that's why I wasn't fully convinced it was AI. But good fucking God.
Now, we can go to the hospital directly if you like.
Fine.
I'll fill you in on the details on the way over.
No, that is hilarious. And like it is honestly adding a whole new layer of charm to this fossilized turd that we have undug. I mean, a polished turd is still a turd, but... Wow. Wow, no, sorry. I have to point out, just like, the engine sound for the car just fucking cut out. Because, like, you hear that, and then the engine sound just cuts out. Oh, those damn teenagers and their rock music. Well, now I think we have a different type of tracking at play here. Scandalous. Kids need to go to church. They've got their ankles showing and shit. And someone call the pastor. They've got that clockwork hip swivel going on. Man, Bobby's going crazy, going stupid on that church organ. The fuck train has no brakes. Oh boy. God damn that Biff Tannen. Are you sure you're safe to drive with this tilt of the camera, Biff? Oh man, you know the scene's gotten serious. We've drifted from rock to jazz.
The delicate interlocking of fates that determines life or death. A series of ifs If the girl had danced with her boyfriend instead of the other boy, and they had stayed later. If the two of them hadn't parked to kiss and make up. But that is not what happened. And fate and history never deal in ifs.
That's a gross misunderstanding of history. Like, I would argue that one of the biggest factors of studying history is the ifs, ands, and buts. I say this not as a history major, but as someone who at least has a bare bones understanding of the varied analyses that go into covering various topics of world history. I mean, case in point, the sheer existence of books like Guns, Germs, and Steel. Which, I want to say, I am not a proponent of that book, because I know there's shitty aspects of it. I'm just saying, the fact that we have books like that is inherently contradictory to the statement we just received here. And Fido agrees. Poor lady never stood a chance. She was consumed right there. Wait. Is that a hand I see creeping up in the back seat? Oh, please tell me the fucking monster is in the back seat. Stupid dog! You threw off my groove! Oh. Sudden cameo from Lurch. You know? Hello? Hello, McFly. Oh, they got there fucking quick. Damn. Just as I thought, another Tannen.
Good God. What happened to him? From the look
You know these kids and their fucking rock music.
of him, General, I'd say the same thing that happened to the helicopter pilots. Who found him, Captain? One of the search party. Did you see anything? No, Doctor. Not a thing.
Did you hear anything? With this film's budget, not a chance. Damn. I mean, clearly Lurch is a way better lover than Biff here.
What was that?
This motherfucker really said, you go that way, I'll go home. Where the fuck is he going? I just realized what this fucking soundtrack reminds me of. Like, if to anyone here who ever took piano lessons, like, I mean, obviously you have the trope of, like, you know, playing chopsticks with like two fingers, like your index fingers. But there's also the trope of like playing the like the sharp keys with like your knuckles and going brun dun dun brun dun dun brun dun dun brun dun dun. That's what this fucking soundtrack is reminding me of. God, I wonder if I can find some footage of that. Just Just to satiate my own fucking curiosity. Yes, I found it. That is what this soundtrack sounds like to me. Oh, well, yeah, fuck me, I guess. Alright, we already had 5 seconds of music. Enough's enough, boys. Don't want to break the bank.
I think she's all right, General. She's in shock. Good. Let's get her right back to the lab. We're going to give you a hand.
Yeah, never mind the hospital. Never mind calling her parents. No, let's get her ass back to the lab.
Better. Come on.
Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh god, the fucking motion tracker again. When did she get here? I see, the bullshit alert's on. Like, there is experimental... and then there is this fucking... throwing shit at the wall. And not stopping even after nothing refuses to stick.
Dr. Logan, puzzled by the laboratory analysis, made his own exploratory trip back to the landing area. His theory was proved right, and it was proved right so unexpectedly and so violently that he never lived to record it.
Spoilers. If you mash all the black keys at once, you get lovely chord. You absolutely do, Carrie. Ah, gosh. Now I'm thinking back fondly to, like, my days taking piano lessons in my hometown, and just, I remember while I would be waiting for my turn with my piano teacher, I'd just be here listening to things like fucking Moonlight Sonata, and other classical pieces on my iPod. I had an interesting piano teacher. He was really chill, but he had an interesting look to him because, like, years and years before I ever met him, he'd apparently been at a wedding, and someone had popped the champagne or a bottle of wine, and the cork had hit him right in the eye, so his pupil was a bit strayed to the side of his iris in one eye. But no, he was an absolutely chill dude, and very supportive of different things I wanted to try when it came to learning the piano. And I initially did not know how to read music, and so he would send me home with a CD every week, and I would learn the song by ear. And luckily I had perfect pitch, so I was able to figure out, you know, all the notes and stuff, and that's how I started with learning to play the piano until he gradually taught me how to read sheet music. But I do hope that he's doing all right. And nothing wrong here, just going out to a nuclear test site with your bird call. Your flamethrower. Just another Tuesday. Is that... like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? It's small for a leaf blower. This movie is a mess. That's putting it mildly, Carl. Such a fabulous mustache, too. will say that, like, as far as older movies are concerned, one of the weirdest takeaways I ever took from, like, aesthetics of, like, the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, things like that, people back then really knew how to rock a widow's peak. Like, it's not something you see really highlighted or refined in modern styles with men's haircuts these days. It's just, they really knew how to fucking rock it. I don't even know what that transition is called, but I easily fucking recognize it. It's just like the sort of the slight tilt and zoom in before tilting and zooming out to the next cut. Oh my god, it is adding such a fucking fresh take to old manure. Like, the only thing that could make this fucking better is if fucking text started appearing alongside the narration in Comic Sans. Yeah, see, we blew the music budget earlier, so we have the Songbird providing it now. Damn. I know I asked for dark meat, but that is cooked to a crisp. Don't you get it, Frank? It's Nerf or nothing. Off he goes into the wild gray wonder. Or yonder. Oh, hey, look at that. We actually are getting some music. Just one problem. We're not in a fucking submarine. That'll do, pig. That'll do. You became a coral reef fart. I was gonna say, oh no. The horrific reveal of the monster. A lanky man with a mild case of psoriasis.
You remember that song? Would you like to dance?
No.
Good.
You know, Chris, that
He does look like he'll sell me corn, among other things, yes.
dash of gray is very distinguished.
One would.
Sorry, I had to pause, because for a split fucking second, I thought that was Alec goddamn Baldwin.
Think we were getting older.
Like, one moment. Like, call me crazy. But does this not look like fucking Alec Baldwin? who doesn't look like Alec Baldwin in this era. You raise a valid point, but on the other hand, that's just fucking Alec Baldwin. Like, I can even just, like, look up, I guess, a more similar hairstyle to drive the point home. Like, oh my god, this one's even... This drives it, like, even further in. It just looks like Alec Baldwin. Like, I understand that, like, genetics can... Jesus. Genetics can only be so varied. Like, because of the limited coding of the human genome, we're bound to find repeats here and there when it comes to certain aesthetics. But, like, that is literally just Alec Baldwin. That's fucking insane, man. I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it.
Aren't we?
Oh, waiter. 2 martinis. Right away.
With 2 anchovy olives.
Damn, we're splurging tonight.
Now, how did I happen to forget that?
That's very easy. How many years has it been?
Too many, Ruth.
You lose track when you're a fucking Time Lord, Ruth.
Too many.
Yes. I've got the most peculiar feeling that something's terribly wrong. Ever since Frank was lost. Maybe it's nothing, call it feminine intuition, but when Carl told me the capsule had come back, I almost expected it. And now another death. I keep telling myself there's nothing to fear, but I can't quite make myself believe it.
Honestly, Ruth, I think the biggest worry you have right now is that the flambe in the next room will set the fucking spray in your hair on fire.
Dr. Money? Yes, there's a telephone call first. Oh, thank you. Excuse me, Ruth.
I can't get over the fact that this dude just looks like Alec Baldwin. Oh. The 4D experience. Damn. You'll almost feel like you are the anchovy olive.
Ruth, do you know where Port Wine Road is?
Yes, it's a mile from the site. Why, what is it? What happened, Chris?
Maybe your intuition was right. There's been another strange accident.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Bring the olives.
General?
Just like the others, he's all shriveled up.
You're certain, Miss Logan?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no. Any trace of Frank?
No, but we found this.
Henry.
But
It's just as I feared, he must have crossed the streams.
let's see.
Over this way.
Again, the fucking filter they have on here.
Take a look at this.
Ah, yes. When November ends.
Absolutely unbelievable, General.
I know. This is the biggest smile we've ever seen on him.
He looks worse than the others.
Damn. I mean, nothing a few wet wipes won't fix.
I suppose again there wasn't anybody around who saw anything.
No. One of our men recognized Logan's car on his way to town this morning. The car was still there when he came back this afternoon, so we stopped to investigate.
Like, I'm shitting on it, but I unironically love the fact that this filter has been applied to just random shots in the movie, because it gives it that, like, sort of, like, extra layer of funk. They can make, like... Because, like, sometimes you can just have a bad old movie, and, like, it's not memorable at all. But when you do shit like this to it, even if the only reason you do it is to make sure it can be uploaded, like, without getting flagged by YouTube's bullshit, it sort of brings it new life in a way that just lovers of shitty movies can only appreciate. I knew it. My worst fears realized. Clearly it was a bass player who killed him.
Did you find anything? No.
Nope, found nothing, making that whole scene fucking useless.
What do you think brought him out here?
I've been wondering about that myself, Carl.
Like, again, let's take a moment to realize they had this shot with everyone surrounded by the body speculating. He walked away to slowly step through the woods to random fucking pieces of keyboard music, comes back. Did you find anything? Nope. Well, let's discuss what we were discussing before then, shall we? Like, there's shitty filming for a movie, and then there is shitty formatting. Like, what was the purpose, even? Well, I mean, shit, if they were able to get Alec Baldwin in on this shit, they need to highlight him as much as possible.
They've had a good reason. He had the counter with him. Captain, would you boys...
Oh, my dumbass. It was a fucking Geiger counter. I was confused because I've never seen a Geiger counter that looks like that. But then again, I haven't seen too terribly many Geiger counters outside of sci-fi B movies, so...
We'll join you there.
All right, Doctor.
I'll go with you. They can bring my car later.
It's not a real Geiger counter? Okay, so you will forgive me for not recognizing it. Because again, it just looks like a Nerf gun.
Carl, do you have any idea where Logan was going this morning? No. He said he was going into town to pick up some personal things. I don't know of any special plans he had.
Maybe you better drop me off there.
All right.
If we can find out what brought him to this particular place, we might have something to go on.
Good idea.
I guess we're just leaving him there. I mean, he's in a better place, clearly. Oh, my word.
Does that bring me up to date as far as the tragedies? What do you mean?
Well, for the last 8 weeks, nothing has happened. Whatever came back in that capsule has disappeared.
I thought this was going to be a lockup. Thought it was just legwork when Manning turned it over to me.
Leg?
I'm trying to figure out who this actor reminds me of. Like, because I don't think we're going to get another case of, like, eerie fucking uncanny resemblances the modern current actors again, because the fucking Alec Baldwin thing is blowing my mind. We're not going to get another one of those instances with this, undoubtedly, but this is very much reminding me of, like, I don't know, Bizarro Dan Aykroyd or something. Just the way he's carrying himself. You know what it is? He reminds me of Dan Aykroyd's, like, governor character in Evolution, which, good God, it says something that I am drawing reference to Evolution of all movies.
Yeah, you know, detailed stuff, trivia.
There's nothing trivial about 3 deaths.
Are you saying there are goddamn aliens in my beloved state?
That's for sure. Now I can understand Chris's concern. So let's get with it.
Well, where do we start?
I'd like to see Dr. Kramer.
Well, she's probably in her lab.
Does she work alone?
Well, she started it with Dr. Logan, but now she works with Conrad, his brother. Well, let's go.
Oh, family affair, I see. Just as I thought. A USB drive.
Dr. Brett, Dr. Kramer.
Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
I'm glad to know you. I fill Dr. Brett in on the details, but let's get to the larger issue. Floor is yours.
Did you run a blood count on Taylor?
Yes, we did. Actually, there was no blood. It had all turned to powder, and we think that accounts for the shriveled effect.
Well, how long was Taylor dead before his body was found?
It was just a matter of moments before his last contact and when I arrived on the scene.
We think he was on his way back to the copter when it got him.
What is...
Whatever it was that came back of the capsule.
Well, if our concerns are valid, we fear it may be some madman out there with a silly straw. Let's pray to God that isn't the case. I knew it! The soda jerk was the murderer!
The monster.
True. We have a radioactive something or other, 10 foot tall, 400 pounds.
Connie, if we sent an astronaut up, we got him back. Now, if something changed him or affected him in the atmosphere, something caused it. What?
I have not seen a fucking leap in logic this fucking massive since the news reporter in Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. This isn't the one where the guy becomes a giant because of Mexican radiation? What do you mean Mexican radiation, Alex? What does that even mean? I am afraid of whatever answer you are willing to provide as to the fucking definitive criteria for Mexican radiation. He got radiated in space and then landed in Mexico? No, this dude landed in Chicago. Well, I mean, given all the toxicity around the people there who refuse to put ketchup on their... Oh my god, that's it! Because there's so many fucking Chicagoans who refuse to allow anyone to put ketchup on hot dogs. They must have been the ones to soak what they thought was ketchup out of their veins. Mystery solved. Another tragedy pinned back to food fascists. Ketchup is okay, mustard is just superior. I mean, I agree. Like, ketchup I feel is more appropriate for things like potatoes. I just think that it's hilarious that, like, there are certain people famously from Chicago who, like, refuse or, like, damn people, condemn them even for putting ketchup on hot dogs if they want to. It's like, let people enjoy what they want. It's a fucking hot dog.
Imperfection in the equipment?
It's impossible. It was a perfect two-man capsule, easy controlled by Douglas. We checked that out. And unless I miss my guess, Douglas is back.
A monster? I don't know.
You were the one who pitched the idea that it was a monster, motherfucker! Like, not 60 seconds ago! But wait, yeah, no, like, getting back to what I was talking about before, like, in the movie Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, like, there is a scene where, like, aliens come down to Earth and kidnap a couple kids and force them to tell them where the North Pole is so they can find Santa Claus and bring him back to the children of Mars. And there's a fucking news reporter after they kidnap the kids is like, like, the object that our U.S. military has found on radars has suddenly disappeared. We believe it likely that whatever it was burned up in the atmosphere, or it may be an advanced alien machine capable of cloaking itself from all forms of detection. Like, that's a bit of a fucking leap. I mean, that is what happened. But with what fucking context would you have any fucking notion of reaching that conclusion outside of having read the fucking script? I feel that's what's happening here. It's the only two logical things it could be, apparently. No, they listed the motherfucker's weight and height in their summary of what they think the guilty party in this fucking slaughter is.
Accounts for the shriveled effect.
Well, how long was Taylor dead before his body was found?
It was just a matter of moments before his last contact and when I arrived on the scene.
We think he was on his way back to the copter when it got him.
What if...
Whatever it was that came back of the capsule. The monster.
It's true.
Yeah, the monster. It's true. Keep in mind that he said it's true following the assertion that this was a monster.
We have a radioactive something or other, 10 foot tall, 400 pounds.
10 foot tall, 400 pounds. Where did you get these numbers, Doc? I'm genuinely curious how you got these numbers from studying radioactive blood powder.
Connie, if we sent an astronaut up, we got him back. Now, if something changed him or affected him in the atmosphere, something caused it. What?
Imperfection in the equipment?
It's impossible. It was a perfect two-man capsule, easy control by Douglas. We checked
Yeah, you know what else was assessed as perfect? The fucking Titanic.
that out. And unless I miss my guess, Douglas is back.
A monster? I don't know.
The monster. It's true. The monster? I don't know. I guarantee you no one fucking proofread this script. Not a single goddamn person proofread this script.
What about the Phantidium-51 he was taking, the radiation repellent?
Well, yes, we actually gave him lots more of these injections so that he could withstand all kinds of rays.
You gave him injections, you said. Are we certain that the anti-radiation injections weren't a potential cause here?
So did Dr. Logan keep a log?
Certainly.
May I see it?
Yes.
Well, yes, if you're going to bitch about it. Just forgot to wear sunscreen.
This is Dr. Logan's log. You'll find it very correct.
You'll find it very correct. And now I'm nitpicking the fucking grammar. I need to fucking shut up and move on. We're going to be here all night.
Do you keep a log?
Yeah. Just as I thought. I can't read.
Sure.
May I see it, please?
Yes, I'll get it.
Now you're asking for a diary? Hey, guys, slow your rolls. Like, here's the other thing. Maybe it's the quality of the film, but I'm like at least 75% certain there's nothing written on those pages. Those look like blank pages. Did they just go to a fucking Staples and just get some fresh notebooks and not write anything in them?
Sure is thorough. That's why he's here.
Why did you change from tedium 50 to 51 6 months ago?
Dr. Logan thought it would be more effective.
But 50 was very effective. It was tested on animals for a 2-year period, the other for only 6 months.
I didn't know that. Why wasn't I told?
Well, in the first place, it seemed so nominal. Dr. Logan was so sure it would be all right.
Well,
See, now this is pissing me off for a very different reason. Because as someone with a bachelor's in biology and a master's in psychology, when you change any fucking variable of a long-term scientific investigation, you need to jot that shit down and make sure that everyone involved is made aware. Like if you have very specific stains for trying to detect a specific gene that you're looking for, or if you have a specific I don't know, even if it's like a different brand of resource, you need to jot that shit down for the record, because sometimes there can be variables in how different companies like process a material or resource. All these things need to be recorded.
Another thing, Doctor. Dr. Logan states his final injection with Douglas was 100 cc. According to your log, as compared to his, yours says 200 cc. Since both logs are accurate up to here, who's correct, Doctor?
I am only an assistant in this laboratory. I simply work here and I take my orders.
Did this bitch really just say, I just work here? In regard to the injections of two very, very different radioactive isotopes? Is that what I'm understanding?
Dr. Brent didn't mean that. Security must be upheld.
Where's Dr. Logan?
He's either in the commissary or...
Lamau IDK. That's literally what she just said. Ugh.
Perhaps he's back in the other laboratory.
Well, let's go see him.
Thank you.
Okay, Karen, shut the fuck up.
I'm not a sensitive man. I deal in facts. I cross-checked your logs with Dr. Kramer's.
That's proper.
This motherfucker looks like he's about to do a collab with the Nostalgia Critic. We have Cinema Snob at home. Cinema Snob at home.
You're head of the project.
Well, why wasn't I informed about the switch from Antedium 50 to 51?
They're almost identical.
Well,
Well, yeah, almost isn't the same as identical, shit for brains.
why not call it 58?
I said almost identical.
What's the difference, Doctor?
Antinium 51 can stand 1/2 times more radiation.
You mean the subject can stand more?
Precisely.
How did the animal experiments work out?
Perfectly. For 6 months.
Well, what would happen with overdose?
An overdose of anything, candy with a child, has a bad effect, but is corrected.
That's the reason that you log the amounts you inject into anyone, dipshit. He really said, oh, too much of anything is a bad thing. This is an experimental substance meant to fucking protect against radiation. And you didn't think it was important to log the differences between variants?
Why did you inject Douglas with 200 cc's instead of the customary 100 cc's? Or was that your brother's order?
No. Dr. Kramer is very efficient and very observant. I did give him an extra 100 cc's for added protection. That was my reason.
Did you ever overdose an animal?
Yes, it absorbed great quantities of radiation.
The results, please.
I put it back in the cage with the other pigs. Killed every one of them it touched, innocently.
Is that all?
No. It grew twice its normal size. My brother developed an antidote. It worked. The animal died.
Of what, Doctor?
The heart couldn't stand the violent transition back to normal.
And Douglas?
He's alive out there somewhere.
Not a single fucking person in this movie understands a single fucking facet of the scientific method. I'm getting pissed off for all the wrong reasons.
Working.
Also, I know I said we wouldn't be getting another example of someone resembling a modern actor, but I look at this man and all I see is fucking Paul Giamatti. Like, it's not going to be nearly as, like, close a resemblance as the Alec Baldwin thing. Like, let me see. Yeah, it's nowhere near as spot on, but hopefully you can at least see where I'm coming from.
Late, aren't you?
Oh, I just had to finish this up.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Dr. Brent.
He's a good man. Why?
I don't know. He really sort of scares me with his exactness. But you're awfully aware of your responsibilities.
He's got a job to do. I wouldn't want it.
He's kind of...
Now I'm getting thrown off by the fact that we're actually getting close-up cuts when we weren't before. It's like they learned how to make a movie the further in they got.
strange, though. I mean, it's been so quiet the past couple of weeks.
Hope it stays that way.
Yeah. No deaths, no monster reports.
I see you've made another batch of antidotes.
It was your brother's last order.
Dude, I know all the kids are doing it, but try and keep your eyes off her ankles.
Well, that does it.
Going home?
Aren't you?
As soon as I finish cleaning up my desk.
As in a red flag. I'd answer, but I didn't hear you. Also, my guy, orbs off the gams, please. All right. Now that she's gone, I don't have to share my Lunchables with anyone. Ah, yes.
Dr. Logan did know where the giant was, in a storeroom in that very building. Logan had learned that massive doses of the antidote brought about an almost human appearance, but with such unpredictable side effects that enough tranquilizer to subdue 10 ordinary men had to be given each day.
Again, I've never seen a more confusing implementation of narration in a sci-fi B movie. Like, it is borderline crossing genres here. Because it's like, if it weren't so impersonable, it could almost be mistaken for the style of narration you get in a noir film. It's like, of course I told her I didn't know anything. But truth be told, I had the giant in the freezer right around the corner. She wouldn't understand. She wasn't a true scientist like I was.
This day, it was late. Logan knew that each passing minute might mean a return to violence. As it turned out, he was too late. Like...
The motherfucker keeps spoiling the movie. Like, we don't even have time to have any sort of, like, sense of dread for these characters, because the fucking script just keeps straight up telling us who's about to die. I am so fucking... It's like... This is the most efficient way I have ever seen of removing any sense of tension from what is ostensibly supposed to be a horror movie. This is the anti-jump scare.
His brother, the scientist, had an intuitive knowledge of the situation, plus an extraordinarily bad sense of timing.
Okay.
He was a skater boy. The monster said, "See you later, boy."
My word, this is an accomplishment of cinematic writing. Like, there is shitty writing and acting, and then there's, like, not understanding how to structure a film on such a fundamental level that it becomes the anti-movie. I'm impressed. Quite
Everything
frankly.
used to make the antidote was in wreckage by the time Logan returned. Any chance that might have existed, any hope that sufficient antidote might be compounded to have a lasting effect, all this vanished with one sweep of the monster's arm.
That motherfucker took my Lunchables! And again, this goes right back to what I was mentioning earlier. Show, don't tell. Are you telling me they couldn't have a scene with the monster in makeup smashing things? Oh god, you know what it is? I legitimately think the reason they cut to this scientist walking away rather than showing the monster destroy things in the lab was because they probably had to rent out a real lab and couldn't afford to break anything. I think they went to an actual university or something and just rented, like, to film for an hour in an actual university lab. Cut away to this guy walking down a random hallway and cut back saying, "Oh yes, but trust us, the monster was here. He royally fucked shit up, we promise." So that they wouldn't have to break any of the university supplies. Holy fucking shit, this is incredible. This is fucking astounding in its ineptitude. I am genuinely impressed with this. I can see why this made Wikipedia's list.
Hello. Connect me to Laboratory D. Hurry. This is Dr. Logan. Is Dr. Brent there? Put him on. Dr. Brent. I'll be right over. Yes.
Turn on the TV, doesn't matter what channel.
It's urgent.
Yeah, the urgency is fucking palpable, Mr. Giamatti.
What's the panic?
Frank Douglas was here.
What do you mean, was here?
I hid him in my radiation lab for weeks. I've been giving him an injection of antidote.
Why weren't we informed?
Blame it on my state of shock or my concern for Douglas's condition. I could only think to help him first.
Did the antidote do any good?
Yes, he became normal, except for size.
Why weren't we informed then?
I could only think of logging what I'd witnessed.
All right, so you logged it. Why didn't you tell us then?
I don't know.
I don't think the writer did either.
I I was trying to help.
Help?
that was a fucking delay.
I was trying to help.
Help?
That's like a full 3 seconds. Oh my god, the fucking... This is absolutely a fucking jewel. A diamond in the cinematic rough.
You've jeopardized this whole project. What the hell do you want from me, Dr. Brent? I don't have a precision mind like yours. All right, I made a mistake. But the fact is, Frank Douglas is gone with the antidote.
It seems to me you're one big mistake.
Damn. I would say he went for the roots, but there aren't too many of those to speak of at this point.
All right, Dr. Brent. Chalk me up as incompetent.
It's all right, comrade.
No, it's all right. Yeah, so what if several people had to die? You know, at least you learned your lesson.
We're both a little bit edgy. I was just thinking one mistake can be costly. We better tell Tom.
Oh no. Well, I mean, if this is any indication of where we're headed, I think we're about to have a fucking case of the monster trying to sort out a bad case of reefer madness. Pretty sure that's on the list of bad movies, too. And, of course, Totally Necessary Shot.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
Like, I think what they're going for here is that the closer this guy gets to you, the closer a Geiger counter would feasibly start clicking off. It doesn't read that way. It reads more like, I love having cancer in public. Damn. But, you know, it reads more like the fucking crocodile from Peter Pan who swallowed an alarm clock. Like, it feels like this dude just sort of ate the fucking radar off a submarine. And so you just hear this constant beeping wherever he walks. Oh, it's... I love how they all fucking sat up on cue. Just beautiful, beautiful direction. And sit up, ladies. Alright, that's all the screaming we can afford.
I was just gonna ask them for a cigarette.
Again, I love how you can tell that it's the fucking filter they added to make the footage sway because of the slight sway of the shot of the phone. Like, in some ways, it almost makes that shot more cinematic.
Colonel Connors. Yes? Where? All right.
Damn, an actual close-up for a reaction shot.
What's the matter?
It's Douglas. He's about here.
Why, that's right near Ruth's home.
We have the house covered. Where's Logan?
The last time I saw him, he was in his office.
You stay here in control. I'll be right back.
Fucking amazing.
Conrad, Douglas was just seen by over a dozen people.
I mean, it looked more like 5, but I don't think anyone in this fucking film can count, much less write.
They panicked. Some of them are still in shock.
Was anyone seriously hurt?
No, thank God. But he's got to be stopped before anything else happens. Washington called. They put me completely in charge.
Unlikely, but... Hey, you know, it wouldn't be the first time that a cop lied to get results.
Now, they want results, and they want them fast.
God damn it.
I need to know some answers. Is there anything else I should know?
I'm doing all I can.
Not a...
Are you? Because it looks like you were quite literally resting on your laurels there, Doc.
No. They want answers. They want them now. Now, don't mince words.
All right. But understand, this is just a theory.
I hate how fucking tempted I was to make a Matt Pat reference there. The internet has ruined me.
Go on.
Fuck you, Shakarian! God damn it!
Douglas is much worse.
And?
And if my theory is correct, he gets progressively worse.
What do you mean?
Well, when I first hit him in the other lab, I gave him an injection of the antidote my brother and Nora developed. It worked, and he became almost normal. But the condition lasted only 5 days. Then, with each following injection, the effect of the antidote wore off more rapidly.
What are you trying to say?
The last injection was effective for only a few hours.
Are you trying to tell me?
Precisely. It means, Colonel, that if he is using the antidote he escaped with, as his body needs it, there is no telling how bad he will get after each injection wears off.
You mean he gets larger?
No, he doesn't get larger. The radius of his danger zone does.
Damn it, I thought we were gonna get a fucking 50-foot woman type situation. But no, we're just gonna get more beeping. Louder and louder beeping.
What happens if he doesn't have any antidote?
I'm not sure.
What the fuck do you think happens when someone doesn't have an antidote for something? Like, think long and hard for once in your lives, gentlemen. And consider what happens if someone does not have an antidote for a disease. Could it be that they succumb to the fucking disease?
But it's conceivable that within hours he could contaminate everything and everybody within a radius of 50 miles.
That settles it. He's got to be destroyed. Alert the entire division, civilian forces, anything else that's available. He's got to be kept out of populated areas.
I mean, sir, I'm not sure you understand how radiation works. It doesn't just go away if you shoot the thing that's emanating. Like, literally radiating it. I mean, once again, I doubt very seriously that anyone involved in this production even graduated from high school, so...
And I want you with me every minute.
Actually, I should take that back, because there are actually some highly intelligent people who never graduated from high school. That was kind of a dick... I will say, that was a dick comment of mine. There are incredibly intelligent people out there who did not graduate from high school. I think it's just doubly hilarious. I'm sorry. I thought they were all just raising their hands going, ah!
Bye, guys!
As the giant became bolder, his whereabouts were more easily tracked, and the Army was called out in force. Because this was, after all, an American astronaut, official orders were not to fire. But one nervous soldier is all that is ever needed to start a panic.
Once again, I don't know why they insist on spoiling every moment of this movie with the narration. Like this might work in a comic where you can just easily see ahead and like have this shit in like the text box. This does not work with a movie.
Hey, you're going in the house, Buster. Let me go. My God, look.
Damn. To be real, I forgot that the astronaut had a kid. Boy, there sure is a lot happening in this movie. I would love if we could see it.
Douglas was at the house. It was like shooting at a wall.
I mean, yeah, we were just seeing a wall of darkness, so I suppose that's about as apt an analog as there ever could be.
Now what, Doctor?
I don't know.
Well,
I gave up trying to understand this premise long ago.
We can't get very far. We have the entire area surrounded. We'll have them within an hour.
Yes. But then what?
Well, let's consult the narrator.
Hey, lady, what's wrong with you? You want to get killed or something?
My car broke down.
Well, call the automobile club.
Oh, hey, I thought truck drivers were the gentlemen of the road.
Yeah, well, let's see, lady, we can save a lot of time here. Let's see. You like the horn, it can't be your generator. How did it stop like?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
Well, I mean, did it stop and start?
Oh, no, it was sputtering.
Oh, sputtered. Oh, yeah, lady.
Oh, hey, where are you going?
I'm going to get you some gas.
Oh, is that all that's wrong?
Yeah, lady, thank God for that, too.
There's so much about this. It's just inherently insulting conceptually. I'm going to move on from this because I feel like this could be an hour-long discussion in and of itself. Thank God for you, I brought my teapot. Earl Grey hot, right?
Lady, would you mind going and sitting in the car? You're making me nervous.
Yes, sir.
Lady, leave the man alone.
Oh, now. Open up your hood.
No, I meant the cause. Oh God, here he comes to save the day.
Move over, lady. I'll start it for you.
Clearly, you can't be trusted with a key.
There you are, ma'am.
For God's sake, next time, drive on a full tank of gas.
Thank you, Lancelot.
Kelly's the name, man. Kelly. What's that for?
My way of appreciation.
Thanks would have been enough, lady.
Driver.
Ma'am?
Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I didn't want to say it, but now it's left me no choice. This really does feel like the fucking opening to a bad porno. Nothing gets me hot to trot like a random stranger filling my car with gas. It is the opening to a dry-ass porno. Ah.
Thanks, Kelly. Lancelot?
I mean, what am I gonna tell my husband? I love how he just, like, looks mildly perturbed over the whole thing. I mean, it's just kind of a refreshing reaction.
Gregory Peck?
What even the fuck was the point? The monster never showed up, save for a single radar beep. Neither of them got. What even the point was? I am flabbergasted. I feel like we just got a random scene from an unrelated movie. Like, maybe they're about to prove me wrong after this? But holy fuck!
It's been over an hour.
I know. And I can't understand it either. I have every available Geiger counter scattered throughout the entire area. Nothing.
If it's just the antidote, there wouldn't be.
How much more can he have left?
Well, there are about 300 cc's left to start with.
That means we'll soon be out.
Then I strongly suggest you inform the general public in the entire area.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Sorry. No, sorry. Why is this half of the movie so weirdly horny? What happened? What? Like, as far as I'm aware, like... Here's the thing. One thing I know about this movie, because I briefly looked it up on Wikipedia. I didn't look up any of, like, the plot summaries or anything, because I didn't want to get spoiled. But one of the fun facts I saw about this movie was that it actually had 2 directors. One of which remained completely uncredited. Like, let me even double check here. Yeah, here we go. Monster A Go-Go is a 1965 American science fiction horror film directed by Bill Rebane, who we saw in the opening credits, mind you, and Herschel Gordon Lewis, who remained uncredited in association with this film. This film is considered to be one of the worst films ever made. So that begs the question, who the fuck is Herschel Gordon Lewis? Best known for creating the splatter subgenre of horror films. He is often called the godfather of gore, though his film career included a range of exploitation films, including juvenile delinquent films, nudie cuties, 2 children's films, and at least 1 rural comedy. I'm losing my fucking mind here. And apparently so is the movie. Holy shit. What the fuck is even happening? Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Moving the fuck on. Oh my god, how much longer? Okay, so we've got about... let's see. About 17 minutes left, it looks like. Holy shit.
Bulletin. All citizens in the metropolitan area to stay off the streets until further notice. This is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency. A man deeply contaminated with radioactivity has been reported missing from the astrophysical laboratories. Anyone coming near him is subject to danger of radiation. Officials from the laboratories report that the radius of the danger zone is constantly increasing. Let me repeat. All citizens in the metropolitan area
You hear this shit?
are to stay off the streets until further notice.
Well, finally a fucking sign of an actual movie. They had the budget for a siren. And the sound of the siren is carrying over between fucking shots, no less. They are gradually learning how to construct a film. He said in the classic setup before being promptly disappointed. Did his ass hitchhike? Did the mindless radioactive monster hitchhike? I am fucking astounded.
Sir, Chicago police just called me. Douglas in the city. In the city? Yes, sir. He got there in a truck. The driver's dead from radiation burn. How the hell are we going to find him now?
You know, maybe if we pointed the cameras in his direction, we'd stand a better chance. Just a thought.
You realize there's over 5 million people in the city?
According to the computer, the danger zone should be 20 to 25 feet.
Nora, how long would it take to mix up 3,000 cc of the antidote?
Not too long.
Do it. And get it to me immediately.
Okay.
We'll need an air gun and a tranquilizing dart. Yes, sir.
We'll have to find him first.
We'll track him down with Geiger counters.
That means we'll have to get within 20 or 25 feet.
Didn't we just establish that the Geiger counters were not helping?
That's much too close. He takes one step, and we're in the danger zone.
That's a chance we have to take.
Wait a minute. There may be another way. If we place counters in strategic locations surrounding the entire area where the truck driver's body was found, we could then connect the counters to a centralized oscilloscope, which would give us his exact position without endangering any more lives.
It could work.
But hey, that's just a theory.
What would be his radius of danger within an hour?
Oh, about 100 feet or more? It's hard to say.
So is any line of dialogue, apparently.
Wait.
Oh my god, this is astounding. Like, what makes this fucking movie stand out is that, like, you will have incredibly horrible movies that are incredibly loud with how bad they are. I think of, again, obvious examples, like The Room. Fucking any Neil Breen movie. I mean, I guess Neil Breen, you could argue, is a bit loud with how bad it is, but it's also a bit subdued comparatively. But, like, it still has standout moments of just general shittiness. This feels like an artistic implosion. The concept of a movie is collapsing in on itself the longer this film continues. I have never seen that with any other motion picture.
Yes, 100 feet.
This is the neutron star of bad movies.
Shooting that antidote into him at this range. We'd better make the first shot count.
I'm fully aware of the consequences.
Oh man, they got a budget again. We're renting trucks, boys. I mean, either that or they just fucking set up cameramen like snipers outside of a fucking genuine emergency situation. Oh, boy. Good thing we called the boys from Roto-Rooter for this job. You know, when they told us at the precinct that we were buying those lizard hoses in bulk...
A city of 5 million people became a huge tomb. The civil defense unit swung into action.
How dare you ruin my joke, narrator?
City streets were cleared of all but official personnel, with the realization that even seeing the monster might mean that an individual was close enough to absorb a lethal dose of radioactivity. The long wait began.
Like, here's the thing. I do not pretend to have a comprehensive knowledge. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God, the fucking filter is going apeshit because of the siren light. Oh, no. God. But... yeah, like I said, I do not pretend to have a comprehensive base knowledge of how radioactivity works. I'm pretty sure it's not as cut and dry as, oh, so long as you stay 25 feet away from him, you'll be fine. Man, you could cut the tension with a knife. Yeah, if only we had some kind of songbird or cat walking across with the piano to soothe the mood. I hate this channel. There's so little happening right now. Ah, there's our lad. Man, he's getting funky with the fucking steps.
What are we supposed to do if something happens? Just stand here? Shut up and watch the scope. Look, we're getting something. What's the location? It's only a few blocks from here. Better make that call now. They're on their way. Look, it's going crazy.
I know, the comment section's off the shits. Apparently people are seeing the guy and turning it into a new TikTok dance. It is astounding how, like, the more variation we get in lighting, the more fucky the the tracking filter gets. I mean, case in point. Turning this into a fucking Daft Punk music video. My word. This is absolutely fucking surreal.
Well, we're right here, wait and hold. 1 block north and 2 blocks right. Sir, I'm losing him. I've lost him. I can't get him anywhere. That's impossible. I have a Geiger counter right here.
Damn, and he had my pizza too. Oh, is he walking through fucking lead pipes so they can't detect him?
Would he have destroyed the counter? No, sir. It would have registered on the scope. Give me a counter. Don't be a fool. Would you rather go?
Ah. See, these guys look more menacing than the fucking radioactive zombie. Fucking slow stride. And their fucking Geiger counter that isn't just a sawed-off leaf blower.
He's in the sewer. Boy.
I mean, if he's in the sewer, you're kind of fucked no matter what now, because that's in the water. Like, forget anything else that happens in this movie. If the radioactive motherfucker is waiting around in the water circulating the fucking sewer system in Chicago, fucking pack your bags. Put the fries in the bag, man. You're done.
Check with sanitation. That's not a sewer. It's an unused tunnel. Hasn't been used for years. Where does it go to? It doesn't go anywhere, sir. Goes under block. They packed. Is there any other way in? The north end, sir, is blocked from the outside. Have this one sealed off. Yes, sir.
I mean, here's the thing. If they wanted to be creative with this, even if they end up killing the astronaut, you could go with the fucking play off the bit of people putting goldfish and baby alligators in the sewer and have those become the next monster for like a teaser for a sequel. Not an actual sequel, but just like I don't know, like a fake fucking fin or claw that comes up at the end screen with a question mark. Anything to make this fucking antimatter tofu of a sci-fi movie more flavorful. Like, why were we not dressing our fucking officers up in the hazmat suits prior to this? If the radiation was an imminent threat, you'd think that'd be the bare minimum thing to do. What am I thinking? Of course, they only have the budget for one, that's why. Or two, I guess. Like, I'm gonna admittedly steal a joke from ZYZX_ here. These guys had nothing when they were cooking this shit. They had a bag of flour in the kitchen and said, yeah, boy dinner. Gentlemen, as you were, nothing to see here.
There is one terrifying word in the world of nuclear physics: radiation. As the trail grew hot, so did the level of contamination. Here was a problem the civil defense authorities had never before faced and might never see again. Special equipment never tested under actual emergency conditions was brought in. The mouth of the sewer tunnel became the center of action.
I still find it hilarious they only had the budget for the 2 hazmat suits. Oh my god. And it really says something that you just get the random train whistle in the background. I guarantee you that train whistle was not planned. They're just filming at night, the train station was nearby. Thought, what are you gonna do?
One of the weapons against radiation is a decontamination spray, which reduces the level of radiation in seconds. Would it work? Or would those who followed the monster's trail be fried inside the lead-lined suits that were all that man could use against forces too large for him to comprehend?
See, at least with this string of narration, they're not directly giving away everything that's happening. Like, that is one way to say, you know, shit has gotten real. Here's what we have to try and counteract the threat. Will it work? They just gave shit away earlier on. So what changed? Like, is it the fact that we have, like, all of 3 minutes in the movie left? I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a radioactive isotope today. I'm coming, Demon Corcoon. Wait for me.
There he goes.
As if a switch had been turned, as if an eye had been blinked, as if some phantom force in the universe had made a move eons beyond our comprehension. Suddenly, there was no trail. There was no giant, no monster, no thing called Douglas to be followed. There was nothing in the tunnel but the puzzled men of courage who suddenly found themselves alone with shadows and darkness.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Did they literally not write an ending?
With the telegram, one cloud lifts and another descends. Astronaut Frank Douglas, rescued, alive, well, and of normal size, some 8,000 miles away in a lifeboat, with no memory of where he has been or how he was separated from his capsule. Then who or what has landed here? Is it here yet? Or has the cosmic switch been pulled? Case in point. The line between science fiction and science fact is microscopically thin. You have witnessed the line being shaved even thinner. But is the menace with us? Or is the monster gone?
Go, Arthur, go. 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 Now, go, Arthur, go.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Did I miss something? Did I? Did I miss something here? Or did they just end the movie by retconning the monster? Did they write themselves into such a fucking conceptual corner that they literally fucking left themselves with no alternative than to retcon the fucking monster? Somewhere Rod Serling is rolling in his fucking grave! Holy shit! That has less of an ending than Jodorowsky's The Holy Mountain! How the fuck did you manage that? I am genuinely astounded that a movie of this quality was ever fucking published. Like I have seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I have seen Manos the Hands of Fate. This is on a whole other fucking level. What the fuck? Did Mystery Science Theater cover this shit? Oh my fucking god, I can only imagine the challenge they must have had to try and keep this shit entertaining. Oh, fuck. Have I seen the theory why it crashed like that? You mean the fucking movie ceasing to be? Like, I only just found out that this movie exists. They supposedly ran out of money, and so the love scenes and ending got thrown together. Like, would that even count as a love scene? Or just a random fucking trucker getting kissed by a stranger? Again, I must remind you, I got this fucking movie from a random number generator. I had no earthly idea this movie even existed before I randomized my option for what to watch. This isn't just bad. I feel like this gives people a false impression of what a movie actually is. Like, I could barely even give the argument that this was some kind of passion project, because there was not a single goddamn ounce of passion from any of the performers, let alone anyone from the technical team responsible for recording the fucking visuals or audio. This was just something that was made, nay, passed, like a fucking log of shit. And the half-life still isn't even over. Because someone decided this was worth preserving. And granted, it is, as a reference point on how not to make a movie, I suppose. This was just something that was brought into the world with nary a person to care prior or following. I'm sure lots of the actors got paid an exposure too. Oh god, yeah. No, I didn't even think about that. Fucking Christ. Oh my word. I am sorry, Bizarro Alec Baldwin. I am so fucking sorry. Ugh. So that was Monster A Go-Go. I can say with a great degree of confidence that this was more than likely the worst film I have ever seen in my entire life, and that's fucking saying something given my history with shitty movies. Fucking Christ. Monster, go bye-bye. Stop being funnier than me, Shikarian. I swear to fuck. Ah. God, part of me wishes I'd have saved this for fucking tomorrow, since that's gonna be April Fool's Day. But anyway, I appreciate all of you for sticking around for whatever fucking reason, and joining me on this fucking Nepo baby of creativity. And I hope that whatever I react to next week, you will be back in full force to aid in my fucking suffering. Or rather, just spotting me so I don't have to face that all on my own. But until the next time, maybe don't take after the quote-unquote directors, writers, and creative team behind this fucking waste of space of a film. Try and at least invest
anything into what it is you put out into the world. And by doing so, always remember to fucking think. Christ on a Christmas crucifix.